ladies and gentlemen, Aaron John here for Forever Football DRFC, your Doncaster Rovers fan channel, or maybe it might not be called that for long, but more on that in a different video coming up later in the next week or two. But this is my match review from Plymouth Argyle, and we've thrown it away. We've just gone and thrown it away. Yeah, really not a great end to the game, really not. 2 penalties, giving us nothing out of that game. We're now still bottom of the league. Yeah, not good at all. Really not good at all. But there were positives to take out of this going into Tuesday's game with Ipswich. So before we get started, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss a YouTube video. And let's get into this video. Now, obviously, Doncaster Rovers had a great attacking sense, in my opinion. Plymouth grew into the game in the first half. I've got to admit that. Plymouth Argyle grew into the game in the first half. We started the brighter, but then Plymouth just grew into it. Second half, we played much better than them, in my opinion, apart from the 2 penalties, which we'll get onto. Apart from the penalties, Dahlberg had a world-class game. He made save after save. On the attacking sense, we had great attacking awareness. We had some great attacks. When the substitutes came on, they both looked really decent. Vilka's technical ability especially, and Barlow making the runs and not. And again, Aidan Barlow, I said this weeks ago, even during pre-season, I said this about Aidan Barlow. Not afraid to run at defenders. He's not afraid to do that, and he got in some decent areas on a good few occasions in the second half when he came on. So overall, I can't not rate our attack. It's just the final product. We just need to get them all on target. Joe Dadu, again, presence up front. Hawula gets his first goal in a Rovers shirt. Great to see him score today. And again, like I said today, we just threw it away. We played well, but we just threw it away, in my opinion. So it's one of those things. Going on to the 2 penalties. The first one is a clear penalty. Carl Noyle, clumsy tackle by Carl Noyle. Got to admit that. Penalty, and then obviously Jeff Cott gets it in the back of the net. Second penalty. Looking back through it, I've got to say, again, I can't argue. Looking back on it, at first when I first saw it and the replay, I was like, I don't know if there was much contact from Dahlberg, and there wasn't much contact from the player. I thought it was a bit of a dive at first, but looking back on it and looking closely at it, I think that Dahlberg probably got more contact than the dive, to be honest. So I think Dahlberg probably, yeah, I think he was definitely, I think it was sort of, I think in the end when I looked back over it a third time, I think 75% a penalty. 75% a penalty, in my opinion. And obviously that's enough for the referee to give it. Richie Wellens gets sent off. I mean, it's probably not going to be the first time we see Richie Wellens sent off, to be honest. You know, he's a passionate guy. He's got a lot of passion. And overall, like I said, second penalty, sent Dahlberg the wrong way. Again, just a decent penalty by Conor Grant. And we go ahead and lose the game right at the end. We come forward, we get Dahlberg up for that final set piece at the end of the match, and just nothing from it. We sky a shot, and it is full time. Overall, like I said, our attack was actually good. It was one of the best attacking performances we've had this season. But again, we've thrown away a lead. And again, we are bottom of the league. We have lost another game. And that great win from last weekend, what now? What now? Fingers crossed we get a win against a team that can only bag 1 win. You know, both us and Ipswich have only won 1 game. Fingers crossed that can change and we get 2 wins and they stay on 1 win. Let's go through player ratings. There's going to be some haters and trolls in the comments saying, you weren't actually at the game, you know, why can you give player ratings? Well, firstly, I can give player ratings because, one, not only did I listen to the audio commentary, but a good friend of mine sent me clips of the goals. They also sent me clips of some of the plays. And before you ask me, can you send me the clips? No, it's private. It's a good mate of mine. It's a private thing. So go away. But player ratings incoming. So let's go straight into it. So let's go through. Let's start off with the substitutes first of all. Barlow and Vilka. I'm giving them both 7s. I think they deserve a 7 today. Like I said, Barlow not afraid to run at defenders. Vilka's ability on the ball, brilliant. So I think again, both of them get 7s for me. Now going into the starting 11. Dahlberg, take away the penalties and he puts in a great performance. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. People are like, oh, why'd you give him an 8 out of 10? You know, why'd you give him an 8 out of 10? He gave, you know, he didn't save 2 penalties. It's his fault, it's his fault. Close it. Relax. No, he made decent saves today. There was only 2 moments, those 2 penalties. And to concede the second penalty as well. Only those moments. The rest of it, world class for me. 8 out of 10 for me. Going into that back 4, Carl Noyle gets a 6. I would have given him a 7, but again, just him conceding that first penalty, it knocked his rating back quite a bit. But a high 6 is still good enough. He's still putting a good defensive shift at times today. Roshan Williams, again, high 6. I think, again, just decent performance. Anderson, 7. I think, again, putting a decent shift, putting a couple of good blocks. Overall, did well. Tommy Rowe, 7. High 7, in my opinion, or around about mid to high 7. Again, putting a great performance today. Did well. Again, like I said, we were solid, but we just didn't put away some of the chances. We could have been 2-0 up at one point, or a couple of points, but, again, we just threw away a lead. So, Rowe gets a high 7 from me, or a mid to high 7. Midfielders, Close Smith, Galbraith, all get 7s in my opinion. Easy decision there. All midfielders did quite well. Obviously, we had about 5 yellow cards. You know, we're a very, very physical team. I heard a Plymouth, I'm not going to say names, but I heard a Plymouth fan saying that they could have ended careers today. Sorry, I don't agree with that. But yeah, I think overall the midfield gets 7. They were all really decent today. On the wings, Hawula and Dadu. Obviously, Dadu moving further forward in the second half. I'm going to give them both 7s. Again, both vibrant personalities on the pitch. Did incredibly well. And it's only going to get better and better from here. And Thiago Chker, I'm going to give him a high 6. You know, I think he should have finished a couple of chances. But overall, had a decent shift. So what do we need to do against Ipswich? We need to turn up, first of all. We need to turn up and not blow away a lead if we get one. And we don't... Yeah, if this gets worse, if we keep getting loss after loss now again, if we go on a 6-7 loss run again, I worry for our season. I really would. If we went on a 6-7 loss run again, I really would. And think about it. Welling said he wants 10 to 12 games to turn it around. Now let's go back to when he said this. Let's go back to exactly when he said this. So, I can't remember the day exactly, but I think it was when we came back after the international break. It was when the international break came about. So it was, I think it was just before that Rotherham game when we lost 6-0, or it might have been just afterwards. I don't know. But I think it was around that particular time. So look at this way. So next 10 to 12 games to turn it around. I'm guessing he's thinking league games. So we've played 3 league games. We've won 1 and lost 2. In terms of other games included, we've won 1 and lost 1. So technically we've lost 3 and won 5 of the last... no, we've won 2 and lost 3, sorry, of the last 5 out of the last 5 games. So that for me gives him in all competitions 7, 8, 9 games left. If we get to end of October, start of November, and we are still rock bottom of the league, I'll start to feel a little bit of doubt. If it's end of November, start December, and we're still bottom of the league, then I'll start to worry for the first time. Then we get to the January window, we go after the January window, we don't sign anybody, and we're still in a position where we're fighting to not be bottom of the league, then I'll start to panic. But again, like I said, it was going to be a slow burner season. It's going to take time. Let's just see how this develops. But there we go, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more coming soon. I did tease it a bit at the start with the intro. More is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But for now, guys, I'm Aaron Chandler from Thrower Football DRFC. For now, keep living the Rovers life, and that, my friends, full-time Rovers till I die. Thank you very much. Rovers till I die. Rovers till I die.